Today is the 10th day without a budget for the people of Pennsylvania. With Governor Tom Wolf's full budget veto on June 30th, he decided to withhold nearly $13 billion in state funds from state agencies and state government service providers who are responsible for providing those much-needed services ranging from educating children to assisting victims of rape and domestic violence. Governor Wolf's complete blanket veto was an overreaching, knee-jerk reaction that he simply did not need to do. For many decades, governors have exercised their ability to line item veto particular appropriations where they had disagreement with the legislature. Out of roughly 400 state line item appropriations in House Bill 1192, 274 are the same or more than the appropriations contained in Governor Wolf's March 3rd budget proposal. That means approximately 2/3 of budget line items that he vetoed provided the same or more state support than what he asked for in his initial budget proposal. Clearly, there were an overwhelming majority of items in the budget that Governor Wolf could have kept. If Governor Wolf would have line item vetoed the budget with a blue line pen, billions of dollars would not have been withheld from our nonprofits, our schools, and social services providing those much-needed services throughout Pennsylvania. While legally, some financial obligations will still be honored during this budget impasse, including those expenditures required for the health and safety of the Commonwealth residents, there are over $13 billion in allocations that will not be distributed. Our House Appropriations Committee completed an analysis of all of these state spending items to determine what payments would be in jeopardy if Governor Wolf's budget standoff continues for an extended period of time. Again, nearly $13 billion will not be distributed to these state agencies that provide these services, including fighting poverty, combating hunger, helping crime victims, and supporting cancer research. For example, $8 million for breast cancer and other cancer screenings performed through various government agencies will no longer be covered. This is incredibly disappointing, since cancer screenings help catch cancer early, which results in a greater chance of a patient beating this devastating disease. In addition, AIDS programs, including financial support for patients to help cover the costly medications to fight this disease, will not be funded to the tune of $17.4 million. Additionally, the governor veto has blocked funding for the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education universities, via state grants to students who will be attending college this fall, medical assistance, juvenile probation services, homelessness assistance, epilepsy support, agricultural research to help combat the threat of avian flu, funding for our public libraries, job training and education programs, and funding for transportation for our disabled veterans here in Pennsylvania. Additionally, money to combat domestic violence is being withheld. Because of the governor's actions on June 30th, $16.8 million will not go to crisis centers and other organizations who are helping assist these victims of domestic violence. The governor also rejected $9.6 million to help rape victims at rape crisis centers across Pennsylvania. Additionally, those services providing help with those with intellectual disabilities and child care services will be impacted. And please note that both of those items were funded to the full amount that the governor requested. Governor Wolf rejected and has stopped funding for over $300 million in child care services and $127 million in early intervention services that help provide services to children 3 years and younger that help address many autism spectrum disorders and allow a child to be mainstreamed into our public school system. As I reviewed this laundry list of items, I could not help but see that the theme of this is that Some of Pennsylvania's most vulnerable and needy are the ones who are the most hurt by Governor Wolf's blanket veto. It is clear that if Governor Wolf would have used his line item veto in that blue pen and used that authority to cut from the budget what he did not agree on and kept what he did agree on, billions of dollars would not be blocked to the millions of Pennsylvanians throughout this Commonwealth who need that money to survive. I truly hope in the coming days our governor comes to the negotiating table with more of an open heart. And in the spirit of compromise, he really needs to do this for the people of Pennsylvania, and especially those who are now impacted by this blanket veto. Those people desperately need him.